Okay, so last night we had the series finale of Star Wars Rebels, and in just these 4 years, this show has done a lot just for these characters they established, and they even expanded on some things with the Empire, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and it's cool because this first of all, this review is going to be short. I didn't do any reviews of anything else from Rebels, but I did the series finale because I felt like talking about it. Now, but the thing is, I really like this show because it stayed contained within its own story and arcs for these characters. It didn't tie too much into what's going on in previous movies and the movies that are happening now. I remember all the rumors and stuff when people were like, "Oh, I'm sure Obi-Wan is Rey's father, grandfather, or something," after seeing an episode of Rebels. Then Ezra and Sabine, they were like, "Oh my gosh, that could be Rey's parents." Everybody was guessing who Rey's parents was. Well, if you've seen The Last Jedi, it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? And if you saw the end of this, at least up to this point, no, that's not true. But regardless of all that, like I said, these stories stay contained within their own, the characters that's on it, and some other things that was happening in the galaxy that's not mentioned really in the other movies, although they do involve themselves in things that happen in the other movies, like the Battle of Endor. Find out at the end of this episode that Rex and Hera actually fought in the Battle of Endor, which is cool. That's great. Sabine was narrating what was going on. Ahsoka and Sabine get together because they going to go find Ezra, or at least locate what happened to the ship when he was on it and the whales. This series was good. It was really fun and enjoyable. Like I said, in 4 years' time, just 4 seasons. It's Star Wars, and if you're a Star Wars fan, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you like it. You're watching the show, you see things you're familiar with, speeder bikes, you hear the sound, you hear the blasters, the lightsabers, the stormtroopers' voices, you see during Star Destroyers. It just, you get sucked in a little bit. Now, I didn't keep up with this as tight as I wanted to. I remember around season 2, I missed like the first half of season 2. I was, oh man, I'm gonna watch. Oh yeah, I'll watch. Oh, I'll catch up later. And I went back. I was watching season 2 episodes when season 4 started because I was like, I seen some of season 3 and I didn't finish all season 2. I got season 4 starting. I had to catch up on some stuff, and I wanted to catch up on all of it before the series finale and everything like that. But I enjoyed this tremendously. I think they will continue to do another animated series, and probably with some of the characters from Rebels, although it might not be called Rebels anymore. But I really think they are, because there's a lot that was left open. This was a good series finale. It wasn't the best I think it could have been, just because the end of it was the better part. I actually liked the episode before, like from last week. I actually liked that episode a lot when they dealt with the time, that portal that got opened up into the worlds, within worlds. And Ezra, you saw he get to see what happened to Ahsoka in season 2 when she was going up against Vader, and he actually saved her. I guess he saved her life, but she went back to the time that she was supposed to go to, and it's just like little things like that to know that Ahsoka still lived. You know what I mean? And that's somebody who was big from the Clone Wars, introduced in the Clone Wars. She even had a little small part that was deleted from Revenge of the Sith. If you got the DVD, check that out. But that's what I like about the series. I really miss Kanan. For what he contributed to the earlier part of the series and everything like that. The wolves, one of the wolves is kind of like Kanan reincarnated, or his essence, his, spirit, force, ghost, whatever is in a wolf. That's cool. It is. It's just, I didn't think Kanan was going to die when this series first started. I didn't think him, Ezra, maybe Ezra. But I really thought somebody like Zeb, I just thought one of these characters is going to be expendable to make the story more heartfelt. And when it ended up being Kanan, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But just to talk about this finale, it was good. Ezra came a long way. You can see that just from his hairstyle changes over the seasons, but he's come a long way, and he actually ended up in his final moments with Thrawn. And Thrawn's probably still alive too. We didn't see anybody die. Usually when they want a character to die off, you see it, you know it for sure. When they don't show that, chances are that person still survived. That's just how it goes. But I enjoyed this a lot. The Emperor, remember when Vader and the Inquisitors and great Jedis and stuff was showing up? It's a lot of lore they built on that's already existing in Star Wars universe, and some new stuff too. And it stayed contained within its own story. It didn't have to service the movies too much, and I like that. It was enjoyable. It was something different. You know, trust me, there's going to be somebody who likes this series better than the Clone Wars series. I'm not sure if I do. I might, because the Clone Wars, I like that little animated short that they had, like the mini-series or whatever. It was drawn like Samurai Jack art style. I like that. I thought that was enough. It was short, it was sweet, but I thought that was enough. And then they expanded and had like 7 seasons of that Clone Wars or whatever. I didn't even finish that. I really didn't. But there was a lot that happened in that, and that was cool too. You got some more depth. It introduced characters like Ahsoka, and you got to see certain things and character development, and makes you care about other characters more. So without the Clone Wars series, Ahsoka wouldn't have such a predominant role in Rebels. You wouldn't feel that. But I enjoyed this overall. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm not talking about everything, but I'm going past some stuff. Like Rex fought in Battle of Endor. Somebody had a picture, I saw it online, of some of the soldiers on Endor from the Return of the Jedi set, and somebody had a white beard, and it was basically, it looked like Rex. You know, that was Rex. That was the inspiration for the character or whatever. Remember, even in Rogue One, what was his name? Oh, jeez. Goodness, Forrest Whitaker's character. I'm forgetting his name now, but he started off in Rebels. And Clone Wars. He started off in Clone Wars, and I like, you know, certain things tie in, and man, it's cool. I mean, comics have tied into the Rebels storyline, a novel, I believe. I think it's just one comic, and it focused on Kanan, and there was a novel too. But you know, I really want to see the series continue, man. You can really do some stuff with this, and I like this. I'm down for it if they want to bring these characters back. But it was emotional. It was emotional. You know, I mean, just because you're on this journey with them, it's like that every time a television series ends that you've been a part of for so long. But like I said, this was only 4 seasons. But a lot of stuff happened, and it's Star Wars. It makes me want to put on, every time I watch Rebels, I want to put on Battlefront 2 and play it. I do. It's not the best Star Wars game, but it's a lot better than the last Battlefront game, and it's fun. Just to shoot some blasters, be some stormtroopers and some other characters. I would like a game, a bigger game, or a game that has almost all these characters involved in there. And I wonder if we ever going to see any of these characters in the movie. An older version of them in episode 9 or any of the other movies that they're working on or television series. You know, I would like to. Live action version. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I would. I mean, if they could have done that for, what is his name? Forrest Whitaker's character in Rogue One, I cannot remember it. Jeez. But if they can do that with him, they can do it with these characters too. But I enjoyed it overall. I mean, if you guys want to talk about the finale some more, leave some comments. Just wanted to say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Rebels. Overall, I wish it didn't end so quickly. I never want any show I like to end. But I enjoyed it a lot. And I really like the character Hera. I like Hera. I like Sabine. Zeb's cool. Come on, man. Chopper. The whole crew. The ghost crew. The ghost ship. You get attached to the story, and you want to see it further, go on further. Just like the Skywalkers. Some people had trouble knowing that they might not get a lot more Skywalkers in future Star Wars films, and they're like, oh no, they are Star Wars. Star Wars lore and history go far beyond them and way after. We just got so used to them at a very pivotal moment in film, you know, back in the late 70s and 80s. So, you know, that's what happens, you know what I mean? We'll get over it, but I enjoyed it overall. I really enjoyed this series. I'm going to watch it all over and again and again. I feel like it. You know, it's fun. So, you know, it's an excellent series. I feel like it's excellent. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's excellent. If you're not, you can enjoy it. Or if you don't like it too much because you're not a Star Wars fan, it's noted. I mean, it's made for fans of Star Wars, really. And everybody else who would like it, but really for the fans of Star Wars. So, yeah. So here's to seeing them again, hopefully one day. See you next time.